Okay. Hello, everybody who's going to go Emerald, and I'm just going to go through and mute everybody right now. And again, unmute yourself if you have a question or type it in the chat. And I will do my best to answer all of those if you have any. Okay, so this Emerald bonus is amazing. So for the longest time, we had a Ruby bonus when we joined. That we actually had a Ruby bonus when I was first in the business. It was only $1,000. But the next jump was Diamond, and it seemed like a big jump. You know what I'm saying? Like Ruby to Diamond is a big jump, and so I've always wanted them to bring back a bonus to help new distributors. That bonus incentive kind of catapults you and get your business going. And so I'm so thankful that they did this, because this bonus is $5,000. So those of you who qualify, the people who qualify are any distributors who have not yet promoted to the lifetime rank of Emerald. So if you have already promoted to Emerald, but you're not maintaining your rank, you cannot earn this bonus. But if you have not yet promoted to Emerald, or if you're a new distributor, brand new, all the way to like you've been in the business as long as I have, but you just haven't promoted to Emerald yet, you qualify for that. But let me explain that to you. So if you are a brand new distributor, you have 2 calendar months from when you enroll to get that bonus. Okay, so that means that it's not, okay, so let's say you joined January 5th. Okay, anybody who joined in January and anybody who joins in February, you have 2 full calendar months. So the nice thing is, if you join January 5th, you actually don't even have to count January as one of your 2 months to promote and get that bonus. So you will have all of February and all of March to promote and get that bonus, because the company gives us 2 full calendar months. So even, like, I'll talk about this later, but when you advertise to your distributors, like, you want to tell them, like, you actually have until, anybody who joins you this month, they have until the end of April to get this bonus. So the faster they join in February, the longer they have to earn that bonus. And that's a huge deal, because you're on a time crunch. So anyway, we'll get to that in a few minutes. But if you're a new distributor, you have 2 full calendar months from the day that you join to promote and to get that $5,000 bonus. For existing distributors, that means anybody who signed up January 1st and back. Okay, so December, anytime 2017, anytime 2016. If you have not promoted yet to Emerald, you have until February 28th. Basically, what that means is, I hope you have your running shoes on, because you got to get this bonus. Okay, you have until the end of the month. We never know from month to month if they're going to extend these bonuses. So you have to operate as if they're not ever going to extend it, and this is your only opportunity to get it. So today is the 6th, so you have 22 days to get it. You got a little over 3 weeks to earn this bonus. So let's talk about the bonus itself. It is a $5,000 bonus, and it is paid out over 10 months. Okay, so the company will not write you one big $5,000 check. Okay, and the reason they do that, it's smart business, because you have to maintain your rank every single month. When you promote to a rank, you don't just earn that rank forever. You have to continually maintain it from month to month in order to be able to keep that bonus. So every month you'll have to re-rank at Emerald in order to receive that. And it's obviously $5,000 paid out over 10 months is $500 extra a month. And, although it's not, like one big check, if you don't maintain your rank, like, the company's not just going to hand you a check for $5,000, because you could potentially walk away and quit, and obviously they wouldn't benefit from that. So it's just smart business the way that they do that. So it will be paid out to you over the course of 10 months. If you earn the bonus this month in February, then your first bonus will be on your March 15th commission check, and it'll be an extra $500 in addition to whatever it is that you make on your commission check. So I mean, but seriously, like, who's going to be sad about an extra $500 on your paycheck each month for 10 months? So just make sure you know that. Like, I always try to make sure to explain to new distributors, you're not going to get like an actual $5,000 check. It's going to be paid at, you will get every penny of it as long as you maintain your rank throughout the 10 months. Okay. Okay. So there are a few requirements that you have to meet before you get this bonus. Okay. First thing that you need to make sure, I mean, this has obviously, like, this has to be taken care of, is you have to be commission qualified. If you are not commission qualified, you will not receive this bonus and you will not receive any paycheck. Okay. So just to cover the basics here, what does it mean to be commission qualified? In order for you to be commission qualified, one of two things has to happen. Number one, you either have to run an auto shipment of 80 BV or more, or you have to have a personal volume. That means your own personal loyal customers that you have enrolled that are under you your personal volume has to be 150 or more. Okay. And I don't really want to take the time to explain volume and all of that, because I have another training video on YouTube already for that, on like a crash course in volume. But basically, just very simply put, every item that we sell has a volume amount attached to it, assigned to it, that is usually very close to the loyal customer price. So wraps, for instance, are $59 for loyal customers, and it carries a volume of 54. The extra $5 that it doesn't count for, the extra $5 is, you can, like, it's usually packaging and stuff like that. So the volume amount is usually really close to the loyal customer price. So when you run an auto shipment, that means it has to be 80 BV. So the volume amount of the items that you get, not the total price, but the volume amount, has to be 80 or more. And then if you're going to do it, if you're going to get commission qualified based on your loyal customers, that means that you need to have a personal volume of 150 or more. Okay, so you would just add together all of your loyal customers' orders. If you are not commission qualified, you will not get a bonus. You will not get a paycheck. So make sure that that is taken care of. If you're going to run an auto shipment, get it set up early in the month. That way it runs and you're set. If you have any questions about that, either message your enroller or message me, okay? Secondly, the next requirement that you need 4 qualified loyal customers, okay? If you need clarification on this, there are rules for this in eSuite. But basically, a qualified loyal customer is a loyal customer who does not share an address with another loyal customer or another distributor. So, like, let's say you're a distributor and you sign up your husband as a loyal customer. Obviously, you share an address. So he would not count as a qualified loyal customer for this bonus. Okay, so they cannot share an address with another distributor, and the volume amount on what they purchase has to be 25 BV or more. Okay, so that would exclude any like essential oils or anything like that, like those really small things that we sell. Fat fighters and everything else, everything above that is over 25 BV. So your loyal customer, in order for it to count for this bonus, they have to have 25 BV or more for their order every month, okay? They need to have either, and this is a big one, they need to have either completed their loyal customer agreement, like they completed all 3 months, or they are in the process of completing their 3 months. That means that if their credit card declines, or if they cancel their order or return their products, they will not count as a qualified loyal customer. So for this bonus, they say you must have 4 qualified loyal customers. I would highly recommend making sure that you have like 5, 6, 7 loyal customers, because if one of them cancels, or if one of their credit card declines and they don't have their order for that month, then obviously that will discount your 4 qualified loyal customers. So don't cut it close with 4. I would say definitely cover your bases and make sure, and I would have like I would have a minimum of 6 at least. But if they've already completed their 3-month agreement, then that's fine. They count. Okay. So like if you've been in the business for several months and you're working toward this Emerald bonus, as long as you have 4 who have already completed, then you're totally fine. I can't see this in eSuite because I'm not working toward this goal, but maybe somebody can comment or write in the chat for me. Can you see this in eSuite? Do they show you how many qualified loyal customers you have? If anybody can just like check and write, you don't even have to do it right now, but before we get off, if you can just look in eSuite for me, because I can't look it up. I can't see anything. It doesn't say anything for me about the Emerald bonus in there because I don't qualify for it. So if you could do that for us, that would be great, because usually in eSuite, they will, okay, Michaela said yes. And they do that for all of the other bonuses too. They will show you on the home screen how many qualified loyal customers that you have. So go by that. If you have a question about it, like if you don't know if a certain customer's order counts or whatever, look in eSuite, because eSuite runs on numbers and it is never wrong. Okay. So always check to make sure that your qualified loyal customer count is still correct in there. Oh, okay. Thank you, Michaela. It also says the date that you have to go Emerald by. So that's helpful as well. So check into your eSuite to make sure that you're looking for that on your homepage. Okay. So let's talk about what you need to print out for this bonus. When you log into eSuite, at the top, on the dashboard at the top, you will see a tab that says Document Library. If you have not already done this, you need to go to the document library and you need to print out the official rules, or I mean, maybe just the frequently asked questions would be fine too. But if you just type in, what did I type in? I think I just typed in Emerald bonus at the top in the search bar in the document library. Hit enter and you'll see the FAQ page and the official rules. Don't miss this. Okay, guys, like I had a person personally enrolled miss the Ruby bonus because she didn't print out the rules and she didn't look, and she enrolled on the 1st of the month. So she only had the 2 months to go Ruby, and she thought she had 3 because she had 3 calendar months. Anyway, it was a big disaster and she didn't get a Ruby bonus over it. So do yourself a favor, print out the frequently asked questions, print out the rules so you have them close by. You want to make sure that you go over that. The company leaves that on us as distributors to know those rules. Okay, they will not have any, what's the word I'm looking for? Leeway, I guess, when you come to them and say, but I thought so, like I thought this person would be a qualified customer, because they provide the rules for us and require us to read them and know them and understand them in order to get those bonuses. So do yourself a favor, go ahead and print those out. The next thing that you will need to print out is your hundreds list. Okay. I guess you don't even necessarily have to print that out. If you have a notebook, of names and stuff, print out your hundreds list and you can just type in literally hundreds list and it will come up for you. The next thing that you will need is multiple Emerald charts. I would say when I was going Diamond, I had like 5 working Diamond charts, because sometimes somebody doesn't work. Sometimes you sign a new distributor and, fill it with somebody else. So I had multiple Diamond charts when I was promoting to Diamond, because I'm just sorry, all these notifications. Because it's constantly changing. One thing you could do that's really easy would be to laminate one, just because, if you're going to be working on this, if you take it to Staples or Office Max and get it laminated, then you can use like dry erase marker or a wet erase marker on it to just wipe it clean, and then you can just change it as you need to. But dry erase board works really well too, if anybody's wondering. But you'll need to print all those things out, or at least have them handy. Okay, so your hundreds list. Okay, this is the bread and butter of what you will need. So a lot of times we, like when we're, especially when we're first starting the business, we kind of get in our mind a list of people, and it's usually a small list, a list of people that we think, oh, she'll join, or oh, they'll buy. And it's usually like less than 10 people. And a lot of times when we contact those 10 people, and 90% of people say no to me, at least. Maybe you have a higher success rate, but 90% of people say no. Then you get really discouraged and you think, oh, this isn't for me. But guys, this business is nothing but a numbers game, okay? You think, I don't know 100 people, but you really do. When you sit down and think through it, like your hundreds list is for friends, family, coworkers, parents on your kids' baseball team, high school, people that you went to high school with, old college roommates. Just try to think through every single person that you possibly can. And a good way to do this is go to your Instagram or go to your Facebook friends and scroll through them. Okay, don't just write like Uncle Bobby's name on there, because like Uncle Bobby's probably not going to be a distributor. You want to sit through and you want to think through people who could actually do this business. And this hundreds list for you, this hundreds list needs to be all for distributors, okay? In order for you to go Emerald, you need 14 distributors on your team, okay? So I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry. You need 14 distributors, okay? So your hundreds list, for me personally, I only sign between 5 and 10% of the people that I have genuine conversations with. Okay, that's like, for me, that's normal, that's average. So if you're talking to 10 people, based on that average, you won't sign anybody, maybe one, maybe, if you're only talking to 10 people. So if you get a list of 100 people, then if you're signing 5 to 10% of those 100 people, then you're looking at like 10 people, right? So it's nothing but a numbers game. So you need to sit down and you need to fill out your hundreds list. And when you go through that entire hundreds list, what are you going to do? Like, you start again. You get another hundreds list. Erin Tweed, who is like a top income earner and Ambassador Diamond, she always tells people, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've contacted everybody on my hundreds list. I can't get anybody to sign up. She says, then do it again, and 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 then do it again. And the more you contact people, the more people that you contact, the more will say yes. So you need to sit down, you need to get out your hundreds list, and you need a minimum of 100 people on there, a minimum. So if you are, let's say you need all 14, you're new, okay? Let's say you need 14 distributors. Then you are going to need it based on my average, and maybe yours is less. Maybe your signing rate is even less than this, and then you would have to up it based on your numbers. But for me, I know if I'm going to sign 14 distributors, I'm going to need to be talking to 140 people, okay? It sounds like a lot of work. And guys, I'm not going to lie to you. It is a lot of work. But you know what? If somebody is going to offer you $5,000 for all of the effort that you put in for this month, wouldn't it be worth it? Like, wouldn't you just pull out all the stops because you know you're going to get there's not many people who pull in $5,000 checks from their normal jobs every month. So this would be worth it. So it's a lot of work. I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat it, but it's worth it. Okay. So your hundreds list, this is the bread and butter of what you're going to be doing this month. Get your hundreds list out and fill it out. Then get your Emerald chart. And here's how we're going to be contacting people. Okay. So immediately, I'm talking like this needs to be done immediately, which is why I was so sad I just could not fit this training in last night. You need to be reaching out to these people as quickly as possible because time is racing. If you have been in the business and this is like you have until February 28th to promote, you have 22 days to get this done. Okay. If you're brand new, like, and you have your 2 full calendar months, still, you don't have a lot of time and you have to be working on this. Once you have filled out your hundreds list for distributors, you need to sit down and I want everybody to write out what these perks are. For these people who are going to join your team, they're going to get 3 perks for signing with you, okay? First thing is they're going to get a $100 bonus when they sign their first 4 loyal customers. If they do that in their first 30 days in the business, they're going to get a $100 bonus or a $100 shopping spree. I don't know why I said bonus. Marking that out. $100 shopping spree. Sorry. They can get any products they want. They can get any apparel they want. This is $100 free for them to spend on anything that they want when they get their first 4 customers. And guys, this is going to help you so much because in order for you to promote, you need all of these new distributors that you're signing up, you need them filled to a volume of 400. So what does that mean? That means that all of their loyal customers' orders, if you add them together, their group volume has to be 400 or more in order for you to promote. So this, like, the company has been so smart in putting this all together for us because when you sign that new distributor, you're going to tell them, guess what? I'm going to help you earn a $100 shopping spree. All we have to do is get you your first 4 customers. Let's get it done. And because they're motivated, because they want their $100 shopping spree, it's also going to be helping you as you promote to Emerald because they're going to be getting all that volume that they need, okay? The second thing that they're going to be getting, the second perk that they get is the Fit 5-pack, okay? So we, for those of you who don't know what the Fit 5-pack is, last month, 2 months ago, we came out with a sample pack, which is amazing. It has 1 wrap. It has 1 mini bottle of defining gel. It has a full order of cleanse, which is the 4 bottles. It has a full thing of cleanse in it. It has 5 keto coffees in it and 5 packs of greens on the go. So retail, that would all retail for, I think it's $126 is the retail price on it. Anyone who signs up on your team this month will get that for free. So not only do they already get a box of wraps for free, and not only do they already get the 4 mini bottles of defining gel for free, but now they get the Fit 5-pack as well. So you're talking about over $200 worth of free products for them in their kit when they sign up with you, okay? And finally, the third thing is they will get the $5,000 bonus as well. They're qualifying for this also, okay? So you're going to be talking to people. You're going to fill out your hundreds list. And what you're going to do, this is what I suggest that you do. I want you to go through and I want you to star or highlight or something the top 20 people. And those are the people that you need to target first. Your top 20 people. And you want to think of people that you know could just be amazing at this business, whether it's because of their personality or because you know that they need money too, like they're broke too, and you know that this business could change their life. You want to start with those like 20-ish people. And the reason why I say have multiple Emerald charts, because Kara gave us this tip when we were at conference, and it was so good. She said, fill out your chart, and on it, put the people's names that you want to work with. Like if you think they would be good because of their personality or because they need money or whatever. Maybe they have an awesome Instagram page, or maybe they have a huge social media following already, and you just know, like, if they joined your team, that they could just do amazing with this business. So what you're going to do is you can put their names in your Emerald chart. You can put them as rubies. You can put them as executives. I thought that was my kid for a second. I was like, put them in your chart already, and then you can contact them. I highly recommend, if you can meet with them, to meet with them. But I know that like a lot of people are not local to you or whatever. In that case, you could try to, schedule a FaceTime with them or send them voice messages. I see Melinda's daughter. Hi. We're so glad you're healthy. We're so thankful. What you're going to do is you're going to contact them and you're going to say, like, listen, I know this is kind of out of the blue, but I have this amazing opportunity and I'm going to be making a $5,000 bonus at the end of this month. And in order to do that, I get to help however many people you want to say, 3 other people make this $5,000 bonus too. I know that you could be amazing at this business. Can I give you some more information? And just be real, just be genuine. I never, ever say the words, join my team for $99. I don't ever say that, and I never recommend anybody else saying it. You need to be as genuine as possible with these people and say, I mean, because these are people that you know, right? People buy you long before they buy your business or your products. So be you, be genuine, and just reach out to them and say, listen, I know this is crazy, and I know you've never contacted me before about my business, or maybe they have. And you can say, I know you contacted me back, whenever about this business. And listen, I'm going to be making a $5,000 bonus this month, and it's going to change our lives. And I truly think that you could do this. Look at this chart. Here's your name on it. Do you want this spot, or should I give it to somebody else? And just be genuine and sincere with them. I think you would be shocked how many people are interested who just don't have the guts to ask you about it. If Christy had come to me 2 months before I reached out to her and said, are you interested? I would have been like, yes, but I was too scared to tell you I was. You'd be shocked at how many people are genuinely interested, but just don't have the courage to speak up and say anything. So be bold, don't be afraid, and reach out to all of these people. When you go through all of that list and you have not signed 14 distributors, what are you going to do? You're going to start again. Here's the most important thing that you need to know. You are going to hear infinitely more no's from people than you will ever hear yeses. The difference between the people who quit and the people who make it to Ambassador Diamond are the ones who don't get discouraged by hearing the word no, and they continue on in spite of the no's. Okay? I can vouch, I can say from personal experience, I know that I hear, if I'm talking to 100 people, then 90 at least will either completely ignore me, outright tell me no, or just say they're not interested or not interested at this time. It's just a part of the business, guys. And the minute that you grasp that, the minute that you're no longer afraid to hear the word no, and you know that it's not going to deter you, is the minute your business will change forever. Okay. You cannot take a no personally. Okay. They're not saying no to you. And I mean, I know it's difficult because nobody wants to hear the word no, because it kind of hurts your feelings, right? Like if it's a personal friend or a family member and they're like, no, not interested. It hurts your feelings a little bit. I get that. But you have got to remove emotion from that, because they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to an opportunity that will change their life. And one thing about me that has drastically evolved over the last 2.5, almost 3 years, is that now when people tell me no, I used to be like, oh, I can't believe they said no, and it would like hurt my feelings. But now I think I would be doing a disservice if I did not offer this to every single person that I come in contact with. And when they tell me no, excuse me, when they tell me no, I think they're crazy. Like, they are crazy for missing out on this opportunity. And I don't take it personally anymore. From now on, I think like they'll be back. They'll be back because I'm going to keep making money, and they're going to keep going to a job that they hate, and they're going to keep living paycheck to paycheck, and I'm going to keep thriving. And eventually they're going to realize that what I have is real. So you cannot take it personally. If you have a hundreds list, and I'm telling you, you need to be reaching out to every single person on that hundreds list, like today, like should have been done yesterday, because time is not on your side. That when you are doing that, you're going to hear so many no's, and you cannot take it personally. Okay. After that, though, you're going to start seeing the more consistent you are, the more people that you reach out to, the more are going to say yes. It takes 14 people to fill that emerald chart. You can do that. We've had a girl go diamond in 9 days. So you can go emerald in the next 22. Okay. So that's what I wanted to help you guys with. Does anybody have any questions? I'm looking at the chat here. Does anybody have any questions? And you can unmute yourself and ask, or you can type it in the chat. If not, I said this wasn't going to last longer than 30 minutes, and it's been 35. But who's kidding? If not, then I'm going to let you guys get to work because it's time to get to work. And again, that message, like when you're reaching out to people, needs to be personal. There's no script. Okay. I don't have a certain script that I'm sending people. I'm being genuine. I'm just being myself. And my message would not look like your message because we're not the same person. And for you, it would be something like, hey, so-and-so, listen, I know that we haven't talked about my business, or maybe you have, and you could say, I know we talked about our business once before. You just weren't ready to join yet. But listen, I'm about to make a $5,000 bonus this month. And I think you could be amazing at this. And just be real and just be genuine. And then if you're in person with them, just sit and wait and let them respond. Let them take it in. Let them think through what you're saying. Let them respond. If you have to message them, like if you can't call them or meet with them in person, I really like the voice messenger on Facebook, because that lets them hear how genuine and sincere you are. I think when they hear your voice and they realize like, oh, this really is Melinda, and she really does care about me. And like when they can hear your voice, I think it makes a big difference. If they have an iPhone and you have an iPhone, you can send voice messages as well. And so I highly recommend, it just makes it personal. And I just think it goes a long way when you can voice message people. So that's my recommendation. So yes, Michaela, you're right. Everybody's just got to get out of their comfort zone. That's just what needs to happen. Okay, if nobody else has any questions, then that's it. It's just time to get to work. We got to put on our running shoes and run. So I'll do my best to be I know the last 2 days have been insane for us. But I'm hoping everything's calming down now that all this madness with our house is over. So if you have questions, message me, message your enroller, and I'll do my best to help you guys. So I'm going to stop recording now, and I'm going to end the meeting. So everybody have a good night.